Okay. Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello. Hello. Get to the loading screen. Let's go.
Darkness, and within that darkness, a giant shade, as big as
I wish
any
there was a way to
island.
skip this.
My name is Lack, and as the spirit saw, I shall see the wishes of my brethren fulfilled.
I really need to start with this one. I don't think it's very doable
And
without having done these first.
Must be the ivory. They wail in agony for the maidens who sacrifice. This is our fight. The maidens square up against their opponents, giving you and Laddie the chance to move on.
Okay, attack up in the backstory place. Let's see. Let's actually do this. It'd be nice if I could do this on you. And then if I use... Yeah, this is doable. Or 240 down to 255 is good. I am trying to increase that, and then I need to do this. There's good. There's good. We've got a pretty solid start here. Even if that regains 10, that's only 15. If we can keep damaging him, that would be pretty good.
Magnificent.
Pretty bad. So I can either do this or no, it's gotta be this. No. Let's do a potion instead. It'll heal a little bit better. Do this. Try and get a good roll. Bad roll. It's a miss. Bad roll, but again, damage is good. This is great. Particularly not great. I'm gonna use some healy heals there. Yeah. Yeah, this is the right move here. Not great. Light defense up is not great again, but neither of these are going to be particularly strong.
Magnificent.
If I do this, $20 versus 15, I gotta do the 20. Good. Good. Oh, he's drowning. Okay. I need you to survive. You might die. That's pretty bad.
Not good.
This is just bad in general. This is really bad in general. Please let me use him before. Wish I could put some anti-life steal on these guys, but I can't.
Magnificent.
Truly. Okay. That's useless. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. It might just end. That's it. There's no way. Okay. That's it. Okay, I need to try again.
Yeah, it,
Okay. I think it's pretty clear what I have to do is take out the Ivory Maiden first. But if I completely ignore the Azure Spirit, the Ivory Spirit rather, if I completely ignore the Azure Spirit though, then that's a problem.
darkness. And within that darkness, a giant shade. As big as any island. My name is Lack. I shall see the wishes of my brethren fulfilled. And that woman, clad all in white, must be the Ivory. They wail in agony for the maidens who sat. This is our fight.
Ah, the voices
The
in your
maidens
head.
square up against their
It's
opponents,
okay. It's
giving
okay.
you and Laddie the chance to move on.
How are you, Sky? How's your voices doing? My voices have been quiet. Ooh, fancy schmancy. Maybe it's because I haven't been feeding him. Oh no. You're starving your voices? What if they revolt?
Magnificent.
Pretty concerning there. That's for future Sky to worry about. Okay. We're not worried about revolts. Got it. It's part of the fun. Nine. Okay. Future Sky seems like a brave man to me. To deal with the revolt like that? I could never. Okay. Perfect. Please survive, please survive, please survive! I think this is a... I don't think this is gonna work, Sky. I don't think this round's gonna go very well. Hello! Hello, Lost! How are you? Okay. Watching someone play Ace Combat just earlier, but anyway, it was good. Okay, that's good, that's good. How's your day? It's not Final Fantasy. My day's been fine, and no, it's not Final Fantasy, but it kind of feels like I'm playing Final Fantasy with how much I have to keep repeating this battle. I decided to do the other battles because the 999 health was just too much. I'm not willing to try that again. I'm weak. How's your day in not Final Fantasy? In. Oh. I don't know. I didn't read. Okay. I'm getting tired of this game. Me too. I would love to finish. Who are you gonna drown? Oh, it's you. Maybe it's time to give up. I want to try and finish. Okay.
Excellent.
Not bad. I know she has some resistance to water attacks, but still. That's no good. Or I can do this. I'll do this. Thank you, Hydrate. I kind of just want to push this. Okay. You just need to push that, and then I think we might have a better chance. $46 left. Healthy rain is pretty bad, but it's not terrible. It's not the end of the world. 38. I might need to sacrifice that, so that's fine. Even then, just... It's not like paralysis is gonna affect it anyway. Just kill you. Ooh, that's death.
Yikes.
That's a lot better than I expected. If we don't do this, we have no shot of surviving it. That's still bad. I might just be able to hit for that much in one hit. This is reckless, but I can do it. No! It was supposed to be 12! That's a loss. I survived. I survived. How many streams do you have on this boss so far? At least 3 or 4. How did I survive? Feels like way more. It's actually not that many. Now, I don't think this is gonna be a winnable round, but... better than not even trying, right? I feel like I've seen these cards flip for half of my life. I somewhat agree with you there, yeah. good. Anyway, any interesting updates on anything? I visited my grandpa yesterday. It was great. You gotta see him. It was so nice. See what else. I keep falling asleep in the evening and then not being able to sleep all night. It's kind of annoying. Because I'd much rather be sleeping all night than just a short little 20-minute nap in the evening and then not being able to sleep all night.
Magnificent.
Oh yeah, 20 minutes naps don't do anything. I know, right? So I'd really, that's been very inconvenient lately, but it's just stress. So once I'm no longer stressed, it'll be fine. I'm gonna do a lot of damage. What are you stressed about? My best therapist voice. Birthday. Birthday's passed. It'll be better now. See? It all works out. I don't have any powerful attacks left, so... Survive, 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 survive! We thought... If you have a very exciting birthday, it's extremely organized or something. It's just the autism. Change is hard for autistic people, and birthdays are always stressful for some reason. I can't explain it very well. Especially not on a lack of sleep caused by stress. It's a cycle, you see. It's okay, you've always been part of the elderly population to me. Mean. I know I will need that. Some more of these is probably not bad. More of these, and then... two of these, and then... I guess another one of those is just gonna be more useful. And one more of these. I can't believe you're a part of some occult ritual that changes your whole lifestyle every single one of your birthdays. I don't know. Getting older is stressful. But yeah. I have spent the last, like, 6 months receiving birthday gifts. It isn't actually 6 months. It just feels like the last 6 months. I keep receiving random birthday gifts. It's really more like 2 or 3 months.
And as this, I shall see the wishes of my brethren fulfilled.
And like, it's not because anybody was like, oh, I'm not gonna give it to you on your birthday. I'm just gonna give it to you now for reasons like that. It's like, oh, you already saw the item. Well, you can have it early, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
An enormous, and that woman clad all in white.
6 months. Wow, you're popular. Yeah, it's been since Christmas.
Agony for the maidens who sacrificed. This is our fight. The maidens square up against their opponents, giving
it's only
you and Laddie
really been like a month or
move
two.
on.
Neither of these guys are actually gonna attack me here. What I actually want to start with is taking your health down as much as possible because you're going to be the easier one to kill. You see how I deal with this is to never appear and never tell anyone what I want except for my sister. Well, in all fairness, what I got was plushies mostly and markers I really wanted. So, you know, I was happy. I got 2 plushies over the course of the last couple months for my birthday. Can you believe it? 2, and one of them's giant. I mean, just like How could I ever complain about that? It's awesome. I'm so happy. I got one that was a birthday cake. Life-changing. I see why you get frustrated. Yes, yes. I got the actually I got the giant one on my birthday. It was awesome. That is life-changing, you know. A giant purple mushroom stuffed animal. How was I ever supposed to go back to my normal life?
Fortune favors the bold.
Heal real quick. And it's a tax accountant. Can you believe it? I finally have a tax accountant. I always wanted to add one to my collection. I can't believe you were avoiding taxes this whole time. No, I wasn't evading. I wasn't evading taxes. I was about to make a very bad joke of that nature. Oh my goodness. Please, no one die. I messed up. So that was the change that you no longer evading taxes. I paid my taxes. Oh, someone's dead.
Yikes.
Well, this has all gone absolutely terribly wrong. Let me reminding you the things you were going to do for your channel, the art stuff changes. Yeah. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I really do want to change up my channel art and stuff. I'm gonna stick with the chibis, though I might change some of the, like, minor details might be adjusted. But figuring out what all needs to be, how to start doing that is just overwhelming me right now. Open up a notepad and write your ideas. Yeah. I do that, don't get me wrong. It's just where to start making them into reality, what to start drawing first, when to get on the computer. It's silly stuff that really shouldn't take away from what I need to do and getting stuff done, but I have trouble getting past to do the stuff I need to do. It's a me problem, through and through. I struggle with that. Yeah, it's just where do I start the actual process of doing is the problem. It's not a real... It's not like I should really be this stressed and stuff about it. But I am, regardless, so... I just need to figure it out. Perfect. Actually, that's perfect for me. I need to heal everybody, and I am not set to do any healing. No, I'm basically a blind man telling a blind woman how to see. You know, I hear the advice of the blind is the best when you're learning to walk. That was not what I meant to say, but you know, it's equally relevant to what we were saying, you know, it works with our conversation. Anyways, apparently you just start. I know. I think the thing I most want to start on is I want to redo my logo. So I've switched the logo to being, as you know, or at least you should know, I switched the logo to literally just be the bow with the tail and the stuff. So what I'm thinking, I want to switch the tail to match the one I actually have on my rig. Which is a very minor change. But it could very easily go undone for quite a while, so... Yeah, let's do compensation. So I do want to do that. I am putting it off, though, because I kind of want to completely redraw the bow to do it. And if I don't want to completely redraw the bow, just don't completely redraw the bow. It's great. Perfect. There's the solution. Just redraw the part you want redrawn. But for some reason, I don't want to listen to reason and do that. I want to do it properly, quote unquote. I think there's something wrong with my brain. Edge tail. Yep. And then I'm gonna switch out the little logo thing a bunch in all the places I have it. Hit someone who can survive. Please survive. That was all I asked. Probably as a lie unless you're picking that as the goal. Properly is a lie unless you're picking that as a goal. You're right. It's not exactly an actual properly doing it. It's not properly done unless it's done. I just kind of feel like I want to try redrawing it and see if I can make it a little nicer. But I should really just go in with the one I already have drawn and replace the tail. That would be the nicest of all because it's not getting done. And the reality is, it's not nicer if it doesn't get done because I'm putting it off because I want to do something slightly better. Marginally better. I know that in my head. But you know the thing about knowing stuff in your head? Go on. Just because you know them in your head doesn't mean you know it in your heart, you know?
Magnificent.
She should reach the end of her paralysis soon. That's bad. No. Who's dead? My heart only contains blood, Ped. How would it know anything? Good question. these finish them off, or at least one of them off. Perfect. We can work with that. 20 HP isn't much. Drown is not that bad. Oh. Oh, I did it. Yes. Okay. Not a bad start.
You are bathed in a warm... Be careful, Laddie's parents implore, as they see you off.
Anyways, on to the other thing, Steam. So I saw that you want me to be a ninja. I'm not against it. Now, I'm checking something real quick.
You can't leave until this is all over. You turn to face your friend. Shrouded in darkness and exuding bitter cries ring
It
out.
said
We
ninja.
too understand the pain of losing
The
your
free game
home.
you suggested yesterday, the
With
ninja
the
one.
Onyx Maiden and her attendant at your side, you ready your weapons.
Start by dealing damage. Ouch.
Excellent.
Okay. I want to up our defense as well. Apparently good series of games, by the way. I haven't played that one, though. Okay.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'm not against playing it. I just thought you wanted me to be a ninja because you suggested ninja game.
Magnificent.
You know what? Actually, I do want the attack up more. Okay, that should be a good start. 145. Dark resistance is great. Brilliant, even. I do need a heal. Let's do this and heal everybody up to full health. 7's pretty bad. Still.
Magnificent.
Ooh. I was referring to the Steam accounts. Oh.
Magnificent.
I really need to pay better attention. The world around me. Oh well. 14's not bad. I won't get 50 out of this, but I can at least do a good amount of damage. This is funny. You know, as long as you were amused, that's all that really matters, isn't it? That's my purposes in life, is to entertain, right? So, you know, as long as you were entertained, that's all that really matters. Okay, I won. And I didn't even have to use a single revive. Okay, that's good. Quickly take care of this.
Shambles, you hear the long, deep
It used
sigh
to be, but
you shall
I
be
know.
cut down
I'm used
by
to it by
our
now.
hand. The
You
Crimson
know,
Maiden shouts.
that's why I have
She
the...
and the Crimson
Okay,
attendant
I have a question.
square up beside you.
Should I make
Ready
the,
to face
an
down
animated
this
emote out of
dastardly
my
foe.
picture of Space Hedge? I'll just have my head spinning in space, but, you know, it could be cute. Also, it's an acceptable connection. Okay, as long as it wasn't so bad. Why not give it a try if it works? It's gonna be a bit annoying to do, but I really... I think I will do it, though. Because that could be, like... really cute. So do we start with defense or attack up? Honestly, I feel like starting with attack up is more my style. Because then I can go in... I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, I still want to answer about the Steam... though if it's Steam counts. Hasn't happened yet. You know what I need to do after stream today is I need to just do it with my mom and get her to help me set up an account and then set up the computer one as well to do that. It's not hard like you showed us. It's what I need to do, but I keep forgetting when it's acceptable. In all fairness, though, like I said, birthdays were very stressful. I got a new stuffed animal. I realized mistakes. Not going to elaborate. Should I just remind you? Nah. I won't remember if you remind me. What are you talking about? That would only be, like, common sense for someone to remember something someone reminded them about. Why would that work? Yeah. I do need to heal people's now.
fortune favors the bold.
So I can either use... I think I'll do that, actually. I'll use items to heal them. I'll use... VoC again. I go bother you on Discord and like ring do your Steam account thing. Go. Sure. Go ahead if it'll amuse you. I feel like a lost cause right now. I'm gonna be mopey. Mope, mope, mope. Bom, bom, bom. There. Mopey-ness achieved. It literally only takes 5 minutes. I believe you. I was kind of, you know... Doesn't matter. It might actually be okay. As long as I do the other. That's brilliant. I think I can do this and still get some damage in.
Excellent.
Good.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Then I believe family share, which is much easier at this point. My favorite feature looking at that was the fact that you don't have to have a certain number of adults and kids, it looks like. That is something that has really made it hard for us to do things like family share accounts and stuff on stuff that has families. Because they all want, like, X amount of kids, X amount of adults. And honestly, it's a real problem because... if you're counted as a kid, you end up with like parental controls and stuff, which is problematic. So that was definitely something I noticed positively. I took positive notes of. Good job. Well, you're basically a child, though. You need more, you know, what you need parental controls. Can you pick between calling me a child and calling me a hag, please? I'd appreciate that. One or the other, please. I refuse to be both. Which one do you prefer? I don't know. Both are pretty... I I guess child, because I feel like I'm probably younger than I should be, but, like... I always knew you were 2. Not 2! Oh. Ooh, that's bad. Everybody survived. Fire resistance is up. But we're not going to be using fire because he has high fire resistance anyway. What do you mean by what you said then? That I'm not... That I can be a bit, mentally less developed than I ought to be due to developmental delay. Please kill him. Okay, he's dead. That wasn't good, but honestly, that wasn't so bad. Now I just have to defeat Lack. Let me do a check of my inventory. 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, a bunch of those. Next time I should probably sell all that, the gold. So that I can have more real items. The bellwether. I didn't even know I had one. Oh my goodness. I've seen worse without autism, so you're doing alright, honestly. Oh, thank you, and I also have my own tendencies. Thank you.
The time has come to free your friend of this curse, once and for all.
The one I had the easiest time working with, but... Okay, so we start with Queenie. So we started with 500, we're down to 450. Roughly, I'm rounding up. I want to get defense up here soon.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay, light damage up is actually convenient. And also, I just forgot to mention, someone called you like a mom before. True. Someone has. That person was not very responsible, though, so you know. That's a joke. I mean... That's bad. Light attack up is good for me. First things first, what I'm gonna do is... Yeah, no, it is gonna be this. Then I would like to also... Brown is bad, but not too bad. And since the other is up, we're gonna do Starfall again, because it's working really well against him. I can't believe you were a joke of a person. I knew you were so harsh. No, right? I'm horrible. I'm so ashamed. I can never apologize enough. I don't know. No one's died yet, that's good. That's not. Honestly, probably a really good time to use these. And do this.
Fortune favors the bold.
Up to all allies. As much as I would love to do that, I think this is a better use of my time and energy and abilities. Great. No. I can just survive. Dark defense is fine because we're not going to be using an attack right now. Can't believe they were a person. They never knew they were so. You were so harsh. Okay. Already read that. I need that. You need to survive. Hey, that's actually not so bad. Okay, that's bad, but not too bad. Then we can heal on our next turn. Right? Yeah. There we go. 4-3-1 is not bad. Defense against dark damage is bad, but I can deal with it.
Fortune favors the bold.
And no, that's death. That's at least one death, if not two. Two deaths. Luckily, all we have is these, so... Oh! That's actually really convenient for me. Might just be able to win this. Yeah, this might be it. This might be it. Please let this be over. Come on, let it end. Only 10 left. Ooh. Still, there's only 10 left. Even if he defenses up, that's not... Starfall should still be able to do it. Okay, he's dead. It's dead. He's dead. I did it. I killed my friends. Woo! Friend killing. Woo! Yay! Woo! Spirit Sovereign is something. Wait, it's over, right?
You emerge victorious from the bitter fight for the fate of the world. The spirits are vanquished, one and all. Lack spirals and flails through the air. Laddie catches its limp body. The benevolent spirit sovereign gave everything to do right by its fellow spirits. Utterly spent, it lets out a plaintive moan in Laddie's arms. You return from your battle with the spirits to an altar room covered in heart scars. Speechless, your eyes dart from one area to the next, trying to get your bearings. Lack, its voice weak and quivering, explains what has become of the heart's domain. Because of the battle, heart scars now cover this world in its entirety. There is no telling what effect this will have on Laddie in the real world.
For this victory, it's time for you to finally move on. Yes, yes, please!
There is only one way to heal them, Lack manages to say, before its small body convulses in a coughing fit.
I think we should just leave Laddie to die. And that is... Pick one.
The same way you've healed all the other heart scars you imagine. The Maiden's relic, you say. Lack nods and mutters grudging praise. The dazzling light of memories of the Maidens suffuses the relic. This is the power that will heal the heart scars.
We sailed the seas and saw wondrous sights with our adventurous azure ally.
No doubt, the relic has also absorbed plenty of Laddie's memories of your hitherto adventures. Memories of the friendship she forged through hardship and delight as you sailed around the islands. Memories of her deep-rooted affection for her family, no matter how inelegantly they might have tried to protect her. Memories of her love for you, built over all the times, big and small, that you were there for each other throughout your journey. Friendship, family, love. Two of these three must be sacrificed in order to heal the heart scars.
I vote we sacrifice love and family.
Laddie must make an awful choice with the memories she has been entrusted.
Laddie is about to erase her memories. You... insist there must be a way. Leave it. Her to it. Do everything you can to stop her. You know, shall we leave her to it? Like, I don't think that's the happy ending choice, but at this point... No, insist there must be another way.
You ask Lack if there's another way to heal the heart scars, but it only averts its gaze.
I was about to erase her memories. You... leave her to it.
You can see the determination in Laddie's eyes. Though your chest feels about to burst, you respect her wishes. Laddie smiles faintly, as if saying, I always admired your kindness.
Obviously, you're talking to the wrong person. Bear has not been that kind throughout this, other than to you.
Lack begins to float in the air. Approach the altar when you have made your choice. Laddie has made peace with her decision. Guide her to the altar.
Aaron is removed from the party. Touch the altar. Fill necessary requirements to unlock Spirit Sovereign's enemy story.
You run your hands through Laddie's hair, cradling her head. She shuts her eyes as her lips curl ever so gently into a smile.
Oh, there you go. That's weird. Speak with Black at the altar? Yes.
Have you made your choice? Lack asks. Laddie nods. She wishes to heal her heart scars. That she must heal them for the sake of the Maiden's ritual, and thus Omega Isle. Further, she is prepared to allow the spirits to take refuge within her, that they may be kept from harm. Black falters for a moment, as though it did not expect this answer, let alone one so firm. For agreeing to let the spirits take refuge in her heart renders Laddie but a relic. Eternal, yes, but neither dead nor alive, as she watches time pass before her. If this is her will, it is, she insists. From the moment she was born a maiden, she thought she would never know love. And yet it has found her. And that is enough. She turns to her companions with a solemn look on her face.
Bye-bye! I went outside to feed a cat. What, did I miss anything?
Friendship, family, and love. Priceless memories that emanate from Laddie's relic. 2 of the 3 must be sacrificed in order to heal her heart scars.
Yep. So I'm thinking of erasing family and love. I think friends have, you know, served her well in this instance. The family's done nothing good for her. Is there a right answer here to get a good ending? Because I'd prefer a good ending over a sad ending, even if I'm annoyed with the game. Can't believe you hate love. I'm just annoyed with the game. Who needs family?
Her father was always too strict, and her mother was always ready with a smile. But they both stand before Laddie, now with tears in their eyes. Tears, not of sorrow over parting, but of joy in aiding their daughter.
Also, I think she'll just suffer if she remembers Baron at this point. So, you know, let's do this.
Before Laddie's lips can form a final farewell, you rest a tender kiss upon her forehead. You both stand in silence for a moment, keenly aware of each other's feelings.
I know suffering awes. I know, right? It's horrible that I chose the option that's kind of the least suffering. I don't know. They're still suffering. None of the... Like, erasing all of them probably would have been the kindest, but, you know. The family mess is gone. I just left her most positive, least, destructive relationships. I say remember friends. Yeah, it's all about the friends you made along the way. We have chosen to sacrifice family and love. With these shall the heart's domain be healed.
Fed by the power of Laddie's memories, the relic glows ever brighter. She steps up to the altar and raises her relic in the air.
For character development. Yep.
A divine light erupts from the top of the tower at the center of the heart's domain. It touches every corner of the domain. A lighthouse in the darkest of seas, guiding wayward souls to shore. The Maiden's Ritual. Laddie dreamt of it ever since she was a young girl, and now it is done. She is a maiden. Omega Isle and the spirits shall know peace. Laddie closes her eyes. Holding fast to the memories of her friends. On the island saved by her hand, she shall slumber forevermore.
I don't think I got the happy ending, guys. There has to have been a happier ending than that. I did not get it. I say just let the spirits die. That wasn't an option. I feel like the ending probably doesn't change much there if you remember family or love instead. I feel like love in its own way is horrible because, like, she's choosing to let go of the love anyway, whether she does this or not, and then she's just gonna torment herself with the memories of that's all she can remember. I just felt like that's a bit cruel. Still cruel to the guy. Baron's still, like, been ditched. Maybe he deserves it, though. This is what he set out to do. This was his goal all along. Can we take a break for Voice of Cards? Yeah, we can wait a bit before we do Beast of Burden. I think I might work on finishing the night fight before I do Beast of Burden. That'll take a week or two. Is that good? For the Roaring Knight for Deltarune. Anyways, I can't wait to remind you about the Steam accounts. That's what you want to do, I guess. I don't know. There has to have been a happier ending. Well, I guess it is the Forsaken Maiden, so, you know, maybe not. Well, you can search it up. I will. Unless you saved right before you. Kind of did. I'd have to redo the boss fight. I'm not doing that. Or maybe autosave did it. But I couldn't save before. I can only save right before the boss fight. I couldn't save after that, so... Maybe I could have when I left the room. Anyway, I don't really feel like doing that again. Now open up a YouTube video and give us your live reaction. I don't know. I'm kind of also done with this game. I might just leave it there and leave myself with the question of, did I get a bad ending, or is that just the ending you always get? Is this a game where your choices matter? Speaking of choices not mattering, it's kind of annoying that I know I'm going the hard way and fighting the Roaring Knight, even though it won't change anything in the game, really. But, you know, I am gonna do it. I guess these cards' voices will be unheard, maybe, yeah. You're collecting gems that may lead to something. At least for me, it's for the twisted sword. I don't understand, but I think that sounds wonderful. I miss Sean. I think Sean is a great plushie. I think he's really cool. I don't think Sean is his actual name. I just can't remember his actual name. I remember it being something like that. Ian or something. I don't know. I always think of it as Sean, and I don't know why. It's kind of rude, I know, but, you know. He's a nice cat plushie running a store that might be illegal. Let's be honest. Thank you for playing. You're welcome. I feel like, Finn. They're not over yet? It's the sword that kills things.
Time continues its inexorable march.
The sword that kills things for real, see, instead of running away. Wow! Well, good for you for finding that.
A gentle breeze guides waves softly to the shores of Alpha Isle, as it came to be known after it escaped certain doom. A young boy stalks carefully through the grass. He clutches a large tree branch in his hand, his eyes fixed on a monstrous shade.
Wait, there's some more. You played the $5.99 deal. You get to Silicon Maidens. Is that so?
He has chased it here after finding it near the village and taking it upon himself to end it before it can do any harm.
How does he stick it to the monster? He gets up in its face. He hurls his branch from afar. This is my style. Oh, I like this one.
He sneaks up to the shade and lets fly with a mighty swing of his branch. But the shade deftly dodges and flees.
The extra is named Hedgewolf. Is that so? I don't like the way that...
The monster seems to be heading toward the nearby spire.
That seems ominous. Head for the nearby spire.
All the stories say the spirit spire was built to protect the... All the stories say the spirit spire was built to protect the island. It's really old, but nothing bad has happened to the island in a long time. So, It must be working.
Baron's dead. Hunt down the monster that retreated into the spirit spire. That's like his reincarnation or something? Like... Baron is long dead.
The boy pushes the large door open and enters. He could have sworn the monster ran in here. He'll just have to keep looking.
It's the sequel. Too bad we don't get to see everybody mourning in the terrible loss of their friend and, you know, loved one and all that. I wanted to see that if they were gonna make me do that. I wanted to see everybody's reactions, but, you know, apparently that's not an option, I guess. Apparently I can't save either.
Sunlight pokes through the gaps in the crumbling stone walls. The monster is nowhere to be found. The boy scans the room again, more carefully this time, his eyes landing on an altar.
Sorry, I need to flip all the cards. It's important. Give me a minute. You can wait. You've already made me take way longer on this fight than on that fight than I should have, so you know, you can wait, game. Thanks for the hydrate!
Upon the altar slumbers the maiden that brought peace to Alpha Isle. At least, that's what everyone says.
In Forsaken Maiden 2, it removes the useless feature who needs saves. Obviously. What everyone says.
Beside her lies a single sword.
Hey, it's the sword I was using.
Covered in rust as it is, it must have stayed by the maiden's side since the moment she closed her eyes. It looks nice enough, though. Maybe it belonged to the guy from the legend. Supposedly, he risked his life to protect the maiden. The boy's eyes drift from the sword to the maiden's face. He stares for a moment, captivated.
Sounds like a loser. True. He was a loser.
He wonders if she's dreaming. If she is, it must be a good dream, because a small smile flickers across her lips. There you have it. The journey of a maiden who feared herself worthless across the seas and through her own heart.
Not a good, happy ending. Then.
And so, your long voyage has come to an end. What did you think of this tale?
Thank gosh we weren't that guy. We certainly heard the voices of those cards, huh? Okay, I enjoyed it. It was a little boring. I don't think I get it. It's fine, but it wasn't for me, so I'm not really sure which one to say, because, like, yeah, it was a little boring at times. There was parts that were good, but I don't know. Also, the self-sacrificing nonsense at the end is just, I don't like how it was done. It was a little boring. I also didn't like the guy's voice.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, be that as it may, you have my unending gratitude for allowing me to tell it to completion. Oh, how I hate to think this is the end of our travels together. But I'm certain we'll meet again in the world of Voice of Cards someday. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I definitely like the dragon one better. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Laddie, Remnant of Woes, Flipside Story. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Young Navigator's Flipside Story. A hidden event is now available in the southeastern seas. Saving game clear data. You will then be returned to the title screen. You can now carry over completed save data when starting a new game. It's if you're gonna go for a save everybody ending, go for a save everybody ending. If you're gonna go for a I don't know. I just didn't want to save the spirits. I don't like that I didn't have the choice not to save the spirits. I personally, I mean, maybe if do everything you can to stop her would have been the don't save the spirits. Maybe I picked the wrong option. But I just feel like, personally, I see no reason to have saved the spirits. They did nothing for us. They did not help. I felt no, like, yay, I saved the spirits. It's, oh no, I saved the spirits. Like, if you're gonna try and guilt me into being happy with that ending, yeah. Were they at least emotional support? No. You were good. You were great, Lost. The spirits in the game, not so much. But that's fine, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. That's the end of the Forsaken Maiden. I finally finished it. I'm glad I played it to the end. I kind of knew it was going to be an ending like this from day one, because it was the way the game is shown. I'm not that big of a fan of, like, sacrifice endings. If I had to pick between this and Final Fantasy X, I do prefer the ending of Final Fantasy X. For the, I'm gonna sacrifice myself if you're gonna do it. Like, don't make me feel like it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Thank you very much. If you want me to accept it, don't make me feel like, yeah, no, that's yuck, right? I mean, maybe that's just me, but I wasn't satisfied. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care. I think I'll take a week or two off from Voice of Cards games. We'll see if Beast of Burden is more like the one I played first, which is the Dragon one, which was really good, or if it's going to be more like this one. The sacrifice is always bittersweet. It can be bittersweet, but just because it's bittersweet doesn't mean it's going to be, oh, this has left a terrible taste in my mouth. It's just kind of yucky and unpleasant, and I'm not even like, it's not even bittersweet, it's just unpleasant. It's just annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying. Don't make it don't make it annoying. Like, It can be bittersweet. I don't mind bittersweet. It's not my taste. I prefer a happy ending, but I don't mind bittersweet. Don't make it annoying. Well, you're a yucky anyway. Bye, and thank you for the stream. Bye-bye, take care. I don't know. That ending annoyed me. Take care. I'm taking a break from the Voice of Cards game. We're going to see if Beast of Burden is more like the dragon one or like this one. We'll see. After like a week or two of a break. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye!